December is here now, and with that comes Christmas shopping. So I decided to try this Fenty Beauty Lil Stunna liquid lipstick. It's a limited release for the holidays. It's a mini version of their regular collection for their liquid lipsticks. This one is in the shade Underdawg, and it's a really deep burgundy, and I'm really excited because not only the packaging, but it's so cute, and I feel like it's perfect for like stockings. This is what I'm wearing right now, so I'm gonna talk to you about how it wears, how the formula feels, and if it's really worth the purchase or not. So let's get right into it. So first, this one comes in this really nice holiday special collection. It's a limited edition, but I love the packaging so much. It's really eye-catching, and I don't know, like it sort of describes the holidays in just like a picture. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but I really like it. This one's called Lil Stunna in the shade Underdog, and it's called Lil Stunna because their normal like liquid lipstick collection is called Stunna. So this is like the mini version of those. Their regular collection costs $25. This miniature release is $15 for 0.67 ounces, which I do believe it's more than enough. When it comes with these deep colors like that, I don't wear them often, so I don't go through the whole liquid lipstick or the whole bottle. Now when you take it out of the packaging, if you see the component, it looks more like a nail polish to me, which I think is really unique and nice. It doesn't stay clean though, so like I always have fingerprints on it, and I try to clean it off, and it's always like full of fingerprints. So if you don't like that, or you like have OCD tendencies, this is gonna drive you nuts. But I do like how pretty it is. It is very comfortable to handle. It's not like too small. Now this is the applicator, and this is like the actual product. So if you see, like this is how small of a product you have, but I'm telling you right now, like I feel like that is enough. And when you open it, this is how it looks like. Now first impressions though, I thought like that was too small to apply. No, it's not too uncomfortable, but I do prefer it a little bit longer than this. Sometimes when I apply it on the mirror, like I can barely see the duffel applicator because the cap sort of like hides under the cap when I'm doing this. But I do like the applicator. I do like that it's very comfortable on the lips, and also you can switch it to be very precise on the lines, on the outside lines. Now this is the first liquid lipstick I test from Fenty Beauty, so all to me is new. So I believe the formula of this liquid lipstick is very liquidy. At the beginning it took me by surprise, so I thought it was going to be a mess while I apply it, but the duffel applicator makes you have that control when you're applying it, so it wasn't a big deal. One thing I noticed is like one swipe is very pigmented, so you don't have to go over again with the liquid lipstick. And right now I barely feel it on my lips. It's very lightweight. It's a very comfortable formula. It's not sticky, so like if I put my lips together, they don't stick, so it does dry matte and it feels very comfortable. Now I did put a lip liner underneath because these colors tend to bleed on me, especially on the bottom lip. I don't own a lip liner that's like this dark, so I applied a color that's more into the red side. I feel like this color is more into the purple side, but hopefully it does the trick to keep the bleeding at the minimum. I used the liquid lipstick for Thanksgiving, and I noticed that it didn't last that much after my dinner. Like after dinner I did notice that the lipstick came off like in the insides of the part of the lip, so I just decided to take it off altogether. What I did notice is that it was very easy to take off. I just used my micellar water and it came off in one swipe. I mean, I did go over it, but it wasn't like too difficult to come off, and it did not stain. And I was very surprised about that because I am used to having these types of colors stain my lips and look more reddish when I take it off. Now I had lunch before I applied the lipstick, and I did that on purpose because I want to see how long it wears and if it wears well. And then at dinner I want to see if it lasts while I'm eating, just to show you how it wears off. I mean, Thanksgiving dinner are mostly like more greasy with the turkey and everything, so I'm curious to see how it would wear with different types of food. So right now it is 1:58, and I will let you know during the day how it wears or not. I have been wearing the lipstick for about 25 minutes. So far I do not feel anything, and it feels very comfortable. So I'll see you back in a few hours to see how this goes. Alright, so it is 5:19 right now, and I've only had an iced coffee, so it hasn't worn off quite much. Now so far it still feels comfortable on the lips. It feels more on the dry side, but nothing that's really uncomfortable. Now a few things that I don't like is like, number one, I feel like the lip liner is showing off underneath. Remember, the lip liner that I had was more into the red side and it was more a lighter color, so I do feel like the liquid lip is losing its pigmentation. Another thing that I've noticed is that it's bleeding a little bit, just a tiny bit, but it means like if I don't have a lip liner underneath, it will bleed more. So I do highly recommend that you use a dark lip liner to control the bleeding, and also to not let it lose its its pigmentation. I'm going to zoom you in so you can see better. I did my boo-boo on this side and I tried to fix it, so just disregard that. I don't know if you noticed that over here it's bleeding a little bit. And my face is not greasy at all. It's actually on the dry side since I'm trying to use very harsh products to control my acne. And then over here it's bleeding just a tiny bit. It's not too noticeable, but I do notice it. Now everything is without eating. I've only had that iced coffee. I'm planning on having dinner in a couple hours and I'll be back to show you how the liquid lipstick performed. So I just had dinner and this is how my lips are looking. So far they look just about the same. Did have some transfer right here, but I think that that's expected when liquid lipsticks. And in the center, I feel like it wore off just a tiny bit. I feel like you can see the redness of the lip liner. It has very minimal like bleeding. On my way to baking dinner, I stopped at Ulta and the girl complimented my lips, so I thought that was really cool. So pretty much the bleeding doesn't look too bad like from the naked eye or from someone who is like looking at you, but when you look like really closely or like in the mirror, you know sometimes how judgmental we can be. I do feel like the bleeding, it's a little bothersome, but in a way I guess it's expected with these really dark colors. The shade is beautiful nonetheless, and I am enjoying how comfortable they feel on the lips. At this time I feel like they're a little bit more in the matte side, so I am feeling like I have liquid lipstick a little more now. So overall I feel like if you have a dark lip liner or a lip liner that matches this color, you'll be okay. You're not going to struggle too much. To be honest, this was just one layer, so I do feel like it's very dark. I'm going to try to apply a little bit more just to see how that looks. It did blend well. You can't tell between the part where I applied a little bit more and the one that was already there. I really like that. You know, sometimes you want to like retouch your liquid lipstick and it starts looking crusty, or you can see the difference between one color and the other. This doesn't oxidize. I do have liquid lipsticks that oxidizes, like when I apply it looks one color and then when it dries down looks another. This one just stays the same when dry or wet, so that's a really good thing. So I do feel like this is a really good investment if you're looking for something to gift for a stocking, or if you're looking for a really dark liquid lipstick that's a little bit more affordable. I mean, this is a high-end product, but it has like an affordable price. 0.67 ounces is more than enough, especially if it's more of a seasonal color like this one. So I do recommend it. Let me know in the comment section if you have it or if you're planning on getting it, and which one is your favorite burgundy, like deep burgundy color for the season. We could all take advantage of knowing what's out there for Christmas. Now if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification button, that way you get notified every time I upload. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!